Well, good morning from Eggs Orchids. Usual, it's raining again today in the north of England, which it generally is. But I've been asked by a few members, or a few viewers rather, about fragrances. Well, you must know that you don't get any fragrances off frags, you don't get any fragrances off Parfait Bedlams, only in certain circumstances. So I can't really help on that. Now this is the Dendrobium delicatum, which some people might remember I potted up, and this will probably flower next winter, I think now, and this is an absolutely gorgeous fragrance to it. This is one I haven't repotted, and I don't feel like doing it. It's the Pleurathalis restropoides. Just grows cakeys all the time, and I think that's probably we're giving it too much nitrogen in the feed. So I don't know whether to split this or just give it to somebody. I might just do that. That's Pleurathalis restropoides. I don't know whether the flowers on this smell or not, so maybe somebody can tell me, because it's never flowered. I can show you a few of my plants that are fragrant when they're in flower, and let's have a look at the first one. That's Angraecum sesquipedale. That one's a cresswood, and this is a cresswood. Now when these flower, I think I did about 12 flowers on this last year, and the smell and the fragrance on these rather is absolutely gorgeous. That wants to flower yet, and so has this one. The one at the back is a Rhinanthera. That doesn't. That's no fragrance neither, but it's still a nice plant and grows very well and flowers every year. Rhinanthera Tom Thumb. Small flowers, lots of them. I think there was 52 on, and they're sort of a nice red with yellow spots on. This is a Coleogyne Unchained Melody that refuses to flower. It's like all my plants, they like to grow, but they're a bit reluctant to flower. I've had this many years and it's growing very well, but as I say, refuses to bloody flower. So this is another Coleogyne that got many years ago from Burnham, Arthur at Burnham's, and you can see the name. So large creamy white flowers, cool growing. But there's the plant, growing like mad again. Look at the new growths coming up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 new growths shooting up there. But still to flower. I think I'll probably keep them a little bit too warm in here. And here are the Cattleyas I just threw in a corner. You know, when I got some from a friend of mine who said they were full of bugs and one thing and another. So these had the bleach treatment, and I wrapped them up with that aluminium, and I think it's time we had a look at them. I think it's about 3 weeks ago since I saw them. So I'll take them down and just have a look. This is the smallest one, and I don't know what the name is. There's none of them got any names on it, and the root growth is pretty poor, although there's one just showing there. I can't see any decent growth on it yet, but let's have a look. There we are. It's just coming up, so anytime that should be putting some roots out. So okay with that one. Let's have a look at this one. You see, they're not soft roots these, but they're not showing any growth. No, a little nub in there, but where is it? There's a nubbin there coming up, so that should be alright in a bit. But I'd just like some roots to be growing. Like you can see, no bugs on them now after the bleach. Clean as a whistle. So I'll put all these back on the shelf where they came from and leave them for another couple of weeks or so. Well, it's a nice short video, not much to show you, so you've seen about everything I've got really. Apart from a few stenopias up there, and mind you, there's the other greenhouse to go through yet with all the hanging ones, which I've moved from here. That's where they were, to give myself a little bit more room for the multiflorals when they're coming up. So that's all for now, so thank you for watching, and as usual, if you'd like to subscribe, it would be much appreciated. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.